Varicocele, grade 1 anyways, doesn't require surgery,
Yes.
doesn't affect parameters much.
Yes.
If it does also, supplements is enough.
Yes.
Grade 2 or grade 3, if surgery is required,
Yes.
post the surgery, does their fertility return to normal? Can they get pregnant naturally? Is it something to be concerned about?
Yeah, that is important. See, now we have some specific parameters to assess their improvement. If their testicular size is good, then their prognosis is very good. And second parameter, which is very important, is FSH level. So FSH level for males is ideally, it's around less than 5.
Okay.
2 to 5 is ideal FSH range. As FSH increases, it says that the testicular function is going down.
Okay.
So by the time we are doing IVF, varicocele surgery, if FSH is more than 10, it's a negative predictor.
Okay.
So their count may not improve after varicocele surgery.
Okay.
So now FSH is already high. So now in simple calculation, what we how we calculate is, if FSH is more than 10, that means 80% of the testis is not working. Already either it's not working or damaged.
Okay.
So we may not get back this damaged tissue back to normal. So remaining 20% tissue which is healthy or which is not yet damaged, we can recover that.
Okay.
So now in patients where FSH is more than 10, we have to clearly tell them that sperm count may not improve even after varicocele surgery. But motility can improve, morphology can improve, and if they are having very high DNA fragmentation, it can come down. We can decrease the DNA fragmentation. So realistic expectations should be discussed with the patient.
Right.
So now scenario is, suppose patient is having 5 million count, grade 2 or grade 3 varicocele. Already FSH is high. Now there, if this 5 million goes to 10 millions, we can try IUI. So they may not get natural pregnancy, but still we can downgrade the procedure. So that is how we have to see. If there is severe infection, sometimes infection might be very severe. Patient might be having infections since many years, where in spite of giving multiple antibiotics, they may not respond. Second problem with infections is, you can't put them on too many antibiotics. Antibiotics also can affect sperm production. So too many antibiotics or high dose antibiotics can actually suppress the testicular function and can bring down the production to 0 level. High dose antibiotics will work like cancer medications. Now, the moment somebody takes cancer medications, their sperm count becomes 0, because these anti-cancer medications or chemotherapy drugs, they work in the level of cell division. Wherever there is rapid cell division, it stops that cell division. But same cell division is happening in sperm production. So these high dose medications can suppress the sperm production. So we can't give high dose antibiotics.
Right.
So we have to stick on to low dose antibiotic. So when there is severe infection, when there is blockage, so even if you do varicocele, they may not see complete improvement.
Okay.
So all these things have to be discussed with the patient. But varicocele surgery will definitely have a role if it is grade 2 or grade 3. But whether this couple conceives naturally after varicocele surgery, or whether they have to go for IVF, if a couple is having very high DNA fragmentation, failed IVFs, suppose already there are 2-3 failed IVFs. By doing varicocele surgery in that couple, we can only decrease DNA fragmentation. We can make that sperm again usable for IVF procedure instead of going for a donor sperm. So that part is important, which every patient is different. So after doing surgery, what we are expecting in that particular patient, we have to discuss with the couple and then we have to proceed with surgery.
So